Managing an NFL roster requires a level of cold, calculated logic that often stands in direct opposition to fan sentiment. Sometimes the financial reality of the salary cap forces a front office into making a decision that seems almost unthinkable on the surface. We are seeing that exact scenario unfold right now in the Pacific Northwest, where a major offensive centerpiece is suddenly facing an uncertain future. That player is wide receiver Cooper Kupp. Now, I know what you are thinking. The Seahawks brought him in on a 3-year deal to be a primary engine for this offense, a reliable target who could move the chains and provide veteran leadership. But the latest rumblings from league analysts suggest that Kupp has emerged as a potential surprise cap casualty. The logic here is centered entirely on financial flexibility. While his talent is undeniable, the Seahawks find themselves in a position where they must weigh the value of a high-priced veteran against the need to address multiple holes across the roster. It is a classic value versus cost dilemma that every general manager eventually faces. This isn't about a lack of production or a decline in skill. It is about the rigid, unforgiving math of the NFL salary cap. If the team feels they cannot afford the cap hit in year 2 of that 3-year commitment, they may be forced to pull the trigger on a release just 1 year into the experiment. It is the kind of move that sends shockwaves through a locker room and a fan base, but from a purely analytical standpoint, the conversation is happening for a reason. We are looking at a situation where the need for breathing room in the budget might outweigh the on-field contributions of a star receiver. It is a delicate balance, and as we head toward the start of the new league year, the clock is ticking on how Seattle chooses to navigate this hurdle. Before we dive deeper into the specific numbers and what this means for the rest of the depth chart, if you value this kind of measured, insider-style reporting that prioritizes context over clickbait, please consider subscribing to the channel. It helps us keep the focus on the stories that actually matter in the world of professional sports. When you look at the mechanics of the Seahawks' current situation, the potential departure of Cooper Kupp would represent a massive shift in their offensive philosophy. From a tactical standpoint, losing a player with his route-running precision and football IQ creates a void that is not easily filled by a rookie or a league-minimum veteran. However, General Manager John Schneider has always been a proponent of maintaining a healthy cap structure, and he knows better than anyone that over-leveraging the future for a single veteran can lead to long-term stagnation. If the Seahawks decide to move on, it signals a clear pivot toward a younger, more cost-effective core. The immediate implication is that the pressure shifts heavily onto the remaining receiving core. We would likely see an even greater reliance on the existing talent pool to bridge the gap. Beyond the field, the financial relief would be significant. Cutting a player like Kupp after just 1 year is a bitter pill to swallow because of the dead money involved, but it is often viewed as a rip-the-band-aid-off move, taking the hit now to ensure the books are clean for the following seasons. In my view, this is the toughest part of the business. You have a player who did everything asked of him, but the macroeconomic reality of the team simply changed. My perspective on this is cautious. While I understand the need for cap space, you have to be very careful about removing the safety blanket for your quarterback. If you cut Kupp and do not have a definitive plan to replace that production, you risk stalling the development of the entire unit. It is a high-stakes gamble that Schneider and the coaching staff have to weigh very carefully over the coming weeks. We have seen this front office make bold, unpopular moves before that ultimately paid off, but this one feels particularly risky given the expectations in Seattle. So I want to hear from you. If you are sitting in the front office, do you prioritize the immediate cap savings to fix the defense, or do you keep a premier talent like Kupp to ensure your offense stays elite? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. If you found this breakdown helpful, make sure to hit the like button and subscribe for more deep dive NFL analysis. We will be tracking this situation closely as the deadline approaches.